Put a 1 in the chat if you have tattoos. Let me know. Personally, for me, not a huge fan of tattoos on women. It just kind of means you're for the streets.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
You know, not really attractive to me, but some guys like them.
On a scale of 1 to 10. I'll turn around, hold on. I'll do a little spin, a little leg spin. 6. What the heck, man?
I don't like tattoos.
Oh my god, it's always the tattoos.
It's always the tattoos. So more than one guy has told you this.
Tattoos are cool, man. Why would I have to
No, they're not on women. Why do you stand like that?
be to be like a 10 though?
No tattoos.
Okay.
Hair out, not braided. Different outfit.
Those can be changed.
You are what you present yourself as on a singular night out.
Why is she asking for on?
I mean, he's got a point there. Good man. What men want is natural looks, natural hair, natural faces, natural bodies, no tats.
Flag in a girl.
Tattoos.
Really? Why?
If I see a tattoo on her, it's over.
Really? Why is that?
Because girls that get tattoos are usually more promiscuous.
Bingo.
Is that like a red flag for you?
Instantly.
Okay, interesting.
Because if I was to take her seriously,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a promiscuous girl seriously.
No one wants to put a ring on.
True. I haven't met any women that are virgins that have tattoos. You don't meet a lot of virgin women
Just
with
make
tats.
the joke of like old people being like, oh, you know those tattoos are permanent, don't you? Yeah, of course I know it's permanent. But now I'm sitting here looking at tattoos that I've had since I was 18 and I'm like, oh, that took me forever. And I liked that when I was 18. This moon right here, it makes me, no, I'm gagging.
She laughed at the
You
advice.
could get rid of that one though. You know, like the ones on the fingers, the little crosses, all this stuff. Like, I would like to get rid of mine eventually.
Your name?
Ramon.
And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
So I am now going to hand you a pic.
Yeah, looking like the desk at detention.
Sativa, and I'm 29.
Your name is Sativa. Will you get me high? Is your sister's name Indica?
So, Sativa, why did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
He's handsome, and I was just kind of waiting to hear more.
So, why do we end up popping hers?
I bet
She looks like the desk at detention.
I could guess, but go ahead.
What would you say?
Probably all the stuff on my face.
The tattoos.
Yeah,
I like
piercings.
tattoos. I got some too, but you got.
God, it's on the face and all the piercings and ugh. Got so many holes in your head. I feel like if you were drinking water, you would be drooling all the time.
Some in some areas that I'm not sure my mom would kind of approve. She kind of be like,
And I actually have like other things too.
Other things like what?
I bet you got, oh my God, you got a split tongue. You look like a freaking lizard.
Yeah, you can't bring a girl like.
That's runner activity, brother. That's, hey, I'll take you home and beat the cheekage. But do you think she's a virgin, chat? There's no way.
How about no?
You look like trouble, people.
Like, look at that. Neck blasted, face. You just, first of all, it looks dirty, brother. It looks dirty. Like, getting your neck blasted with tattoos, it looks dirty. It just doesn't look good. Like, most guys, I feel like, in chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree, most guys don't like tattoos. Why are you wearing a skirt over jeans? You look ridiculous.
Attractive trait that a girl can have.
Femininity, submissiveness.
And what is the least attractive?
Yeah, I'd probably say tattoos, piercings on the face.
Okay, not tall girls. What is your biggest ick in a girl? 완전
Masculine, hairy women.
싫어요. 여자 이런 거 있으면 너무 싫어요.
타투이스트.
타투이스트?
Let's keep it a buck. You got tattoos in the dumbest places.
Stupid.
There's no cohesiveness. Like, I have a left sleeve, but when I get a lot of compliments on it, but I think it's different when guys have tattoos versus girls have tattoos. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think for guys, it almost makes you look more masculine. Women actually like that stuff. Whereas for girls, I don't see a lot of guys being like, where are all the tatted up women at?
안녕히 계세요. Why you don't like tattoos?
보수적이어서.
What about one tattoo?
No.
You don't like it?
They look stupid. You have a flaming heart. You look like an Igmo.
You don't like it? My tattoos.
Little.
Okay, thank you so much.
Women do say they love.
Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't like him, and he knows that his family won't like him. You think people over here are conservative? Man, those Asian cultures, they're real conservative. Oh my God, baby girl got a whole freaking branch on her arm. I don't know what it is, but all these white women over 30, they always have leaves and tattoos of roses and like how much leafery do you need?
And we don't judge. I want to remove like 75% of my tattoos.
You should.
Wow, I needed to get that off my chest. Guys, my mom was right. Don't get a bunch of tattoos before your frontal lobe is formed. Like, your girl turns 25 later this month. I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 months ago, I felt my brain just, whoop, she was formed. So many things in my life, I was like, what was I thinking? I just fully
Take the nose piercings out, get rid of the tats. You're on your way.
realized that every single one of these tattoos was an impulsive decision. It was probably because I had unmedicated ADHD and I was just searching for a little quick dopamine boost. It's $4,000 for unlimited tattoo removal sessions. Like, you go in as many times as you want for $4,000 and they'll delete your arm. Have I been looking into that? Yeah. It's been like
That's actually not bad. $4,000 to get rid of everything?
6 months of thinking about this, guys. I'm not saying I'm gonna start immediately, but if this arm starts fading in the next year or two, you know why. None of you told me how bad it was. You just let me keep doing it. I blame you. This is your fault.
Yep,
No, I don't. Yeah, $4,000 is actually not bad. I think I might do that. $4,000 is not bad to get rid of all your tats.
When it comes to tattoos and piercings, all this stuff, like, it's, for most men, it's going to be either neutral, but that's the best it's ever going to be. Like, when you get all tatted up, piercings, it's either going to be a neutral and you're doing that for yourself because you like it, or it's going to be a negative for men. It's either a neutral or a negative. But all your tattoos, all your piercings, it's almost never going to be a positive.
For me,
now, there's some dudes who have like tattoos.
For me, I'm just going to go ahead and give you some emotional answer and interjection for this because I can't think logically.
But it's a guy's never going to be like, I didn't want her. Now that she's all blasted in tattoos and has a septum piercing, now I want to bang her. No.
I think that a guy that has tattoos would be more like,
how many Marlboro Reds and Newports did you smoke before this?
obviously accepting of a girl that has them. You know what I mean? And if that's like the type of person that you want to attract, like...
Here's what I agree with.
Okay. Why does she sound like somebody's 35-year-old aunt who smokes Marlboro Reds on the porch?
A guy who has tattoos is probably more accepting, that's the word you use, accepting of a woman who has tattoos. Right. Whether or not it makes her more attractive,
oh no,
I don't think that's the case. No. Even for men who have tattoos, I think it's a neutral or it's a negative.
Tattoos are a quick way to...
For me, my whole thing with women with tattoos is like, I don't want it on the arms, I don't want it on the hands, I don't want it on the neck, I don't want it on the face. I want it in areas that if you were to wear a nice dress, they could be covered up. If you want to do a little thigh, something, a little rib cage tat, cool, I'll go for that. Gopher. But I don't really want a woman that's going to have her arms blasted.
I won't date you because you have tattoos.
Jesus, where did you get those, from a Pinterest board?
Peace out.
It's not just
peace out. We're really missing out on you, Rebecca. Dadgummit, you're out of the dating pool. Shucks.
I do regret some of my tattoos. For example, the 444. When I got this tattoo, I just thought angel numbers meant you were closer to God. I didn't research this. I didn't read it in the Bible. And I just liked how this looked on my arm. That's why I got it. I have a Gemini tattoo behind my ear. I used to be a Gemini thumper. Like, I'm Gemini down. I took pride in being a Gemini. I made videos about being a Gemini. I have a tattoo on my spine of the 7 chakras. I'm not Buddhist. I don't know anything about Buddhism. I just like some of their principles. So I put it on my spine?
Stupid.
Ah!
Dumb.
Yikes.
This is the...
And so many women think that these are hot and men like these. No. I already knew if you had a lot of tats, I could put you in the runner category real quick.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
I knew if you had, the more tattoos you had, I knew the easier you were.
In my life, I actually kind of regret getting tattoos, and I don't have anything crazy. I have like a bunch of small ones. I have a bigger one on my ribs, but I always hated the saying, would you put a bumper sticker on a Lamborghini? And I always said, well, if I didn't think bumper stickers were heinous, I probably would. And now I'm like, I have a whole different perspective, because I'm like, why would I mark up this body that God has given me? Like, this body is not even my own. It belongs to the Lord. It belongs to Him. Like, who am I to put these markings all over my body? And that's just been like a recent conviction of mine for a while now. I said I would never get more tattoos, but now not only would I not get tattoos, I literally want to have a pencil eraser and erase every tattoo on my body.
It's going to take much more.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I think it's more rare nowadays to see people without tattoos than to see people with tattoos. Almost everybody has tattoos now. Bro, I don't know about you guys. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if this happened to you. Cass and I will be out and about, and I'll see people at freaking Walmart with face tats. We'll go to Target and I'll see people with neck tats and face tats. I'm like, bro, you only used to see people with that were in like prison. You know what I mean? Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Ain't that right, Loki? Would you like some of this, buddy? Would you, bud? Yeah? I'll give you some. You woke up for that, though, didn't you, boy? Loki free. Sit. Wait. Free. Good boy. That's a good freaking boy. Gotta use some Germex after that though, man. Or not Germex. Bro, chat, y'all remember the Germex back in the day? Back in my day, we used to use Germex all the daggum time. What does she gotta say?
The other day, and a guy turns around and says, "Oh, women with tattoos is absolutely disgusting," while looking at me. So I went and done something else just to make him hate me even more.
Ouch! Colored hair, septum rings. It's the perpetual performative virtue signaling weirdo hypocrites. Bro, you want to catch somebody that's woke, you want to catch them in a bind. These people that are these performative virtue signaling people. Ask them, hey, do you think illegal immigrants should be able to live with Americans for a little bit until they get on their feet? And if they say yes, be like, okay, would you be okay with them moving in with you? The next thing you could ask them would be, do you think everyone should get free health care? And if they say yes, then say, all right, then every American, including you, should get assigned 2 illegal immigrants and you should pay for their health care. That's another one. I had one other one earlier, but I'm like, if you ask them that, bro, there's no way they're going to agree to all that. What is this? The lip injections, the tattoos, like trying to look elegant, but looking like graffiti on the side of a train.
My tattoos, and let me tell you why. So I've never, ever seen anyone talk about this openly on the internet.
She's got American traditional on the left, and it's looked like she has Japanese traditional on the right. Make your mind up.
I personally regret every single tattoo I've ever gotten. I started getting them at 18, and since I was maybe 10 years old, I was going through some identity crisis, wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted, and for me that was my way to do that. And I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. You're not gonna find many heavily tattooed people admit that. Whenever somebody asks me about a tattoo, should I get a hand tattoo? No, please don't get it. Or at least wait a long time until you're 100% certain that you want it. And everyone is always shocked that I say that. And I wish I had somebody when I was younger to tell me that. I have 2 boys, and they know I don't want them to get tattoos. It's been a few years now, but I started getting a few small tattoos removed, and it's painful. If I had the opportunity and the money, I would completely remove every single tattoo on my body.
It's funny how nothing humbles a parent more.
Yep. I didn't get mine when I was 18. I got mine when I was like 27. but I still regret them.
The first ones to say, actually, I'm not the first. I don't know if anybody's ever said this, but they probably have. I'm jealous of the girls with no tattoos. I'm jealous of you. I want to know who spoke to you before you turned 18. I want to know where your head was at when you turned 18. Like, were you not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go get tattoos and piercings now? Like, what was the thought process? Because I obviously did not have that one. And I literally, y'all, looking at my tattoos sometimes, specifically my left arm that has the dragon and this tattoo, makes my skin crawl. Is that normal? Like, I know that I've talked before about my tattoo regret on here, but truly, like, oh my gosh, I hate my tattoos. Like, I literally, when I see girls who are a blank canvas, I get so jealous. Like, genuinely, I need to calm down.
Imagine spending...
Yeah, I mean, dude, this stuff is with you forever unless you can afford to get rid of it. I think Pete Davidson, he had his full, like, arms and torso, and he got rid of all his tattoos.
You in my early 20s about getting tattooed. You will probably regret some of them, if not many of them.
You should regret all yours. You got a wolf over here and some like lotus flower, butterfly. It's just, there's no cohesiveness to it. Like for me, when I got my left sleeve, I was like, I want it to be like a full unit. I was like, I'm just going to get this here and this here and this here. Like I wanted something that kind of had a flow to it, you know?
If not all of them, because I do. I honestly see these tattoos as things that spoil my look, spoil my beauty, and just get in the way of who I am. So 5 years ago, when I was getting tattooed, I wanted to be part of something different. I wanted to be part of a tattooed society, an alternative group of people, but now I just want to be normal. I can't go anywhere showing my skin without people making assumptions about the type of person I am because of my tattoos. I'm not saying tattoos are bad, and I would never judge anyone for having them, but personally, I regret a lot of them. I got them super quick.
You got them behind your ear, dude?
My idea was to be tattooed all over my body, and boy did that change when I got to my later 20s. I know you're sick of hearing this. People always tell you you'll regret them when you're older, and many people don't, but I guess I'm one of the people who does regret them.
They don't want...
Yeah, dude, women are regretting them in droves because they're realizing that men don't want to wife them if you got a bunch of tats.
Every single one of my tattoos, all of them. When I got them, I was like, oh, this isn't something that I'm ever going to want off me. This is like a chapter in my life. This is something that I went through. It's a memory, so it's just going to be there. Tattoos are something that will make you feel uncomfortable and awkward as hell in situations that you never thought you were going to give a about, but really you do, because appearance does help people gauge what kind of person you are, what kind of lifestyle you live, and if they want to be associated with you or not. It can hinder you in job situations. It can hinder you in business dealings. It can hinder you in your child having friends with other people and their families because they're going to look at you and think whatever. And you can always say, oh yeah, like I don't care what people think. It's not about them. It's about me. Young people, trust me when I tell you this. You will almost certainly regret all of your tattoos, especially when you become a parent. I promise you're going to regret them. Unless you are in the lifestyle of like tattoo artistry. When you're 40, you're going to regret it. And when you're 80, it's going to look like a blob on you. These things are an embarrassment. I'm ashamed. And I wish to hell I could get them off. You couldn't have told me when I was 23 years old. You couldn't have told me I wasn't going to love the tattoos for the rest of my life. Now I'm stuck with my birthday on my arm and a diamond next to it because I didn't know what to get, but I wanted something on my arm, and now it's just ridiculous.
I hate to break.
Well, and there's so many women that just have so many stupid tattoos, bro. I've seen so many dumb tats on these women. Like the Coca-Cola logo and stuff.
Did I get tattoos? I wish I could just go back in time and been getting this one removed for damn near a year. Where's the progress? Sure, it's faded a little bit, but I need it off my body. My friend convinced me. We got matching tattoos, and she convinced me to get it this big. I wanted it smaller. Why am I such a pushover? I don't even talk to her anymore. And don't get me started on my back tattoo. Got the first one when I was 17, covered that up with a huge snake at 19. Why? Why did I do that? Now I'm getting this removed, and it's so painful, and I just want to... People go, oh my gosh, I didn't know you have tattoos. Yes, because I cover it, because I wear a jacket 24/7, because they're ugly, because I don't feel like myself. I don't feel feminine. I don't feel comfortable in my own body. I'm turning 24, and I want it off of me by the time I turn 25, but I know that's not going to happen, so really think your tattoos through. Maybe don't get it as big as I did or as young as I did, because like I said,
the tats.
Yeah, I do, man. Tattoos, bro. You gotta love it. Here was one. Here, let's fast forward. I got, okay, here we go. Here's a chick getting rejected with tats. Let's here we go. Here we go.
Somebody who's not honest. I like a person who's honest and can keep it real about everything. There's no need to lie.
I broke the heart because I don't really want to mess with Jesse's girl. And so you got, Jesse's is plastered on
I made a mistake on that.
Zoom in on that. Show that.
I would never do that again.
I can't.
Not with that no more.
I would never know that because every time I'm in front of you,
I gotta cover it up.
Yeah, you gotta do something because I see everything but everything and Jesse. I don't want to see Jesse. I just want to see everything.
I ain't nowhere around. Don't worry about Jesse.
Okay.
I mean, she says she's moved.
Yoink, Scooby got Jesse's girl on the chesticles. Boy, that is crazy work, brother.
I'm gonna give you a tour
Jesse's girl. Tattoos I regret, all of them.
of all the tattoos that I hate and that I regret getting. So, here we go. So I hate all of them. Got this done when I was 18, 19. This one I got off Google Images. It had mom on the inside when I showed it to the fella, and I just said leave that out. But everybody always asks me if I had a name in there and if I got it lasered off. And I didn't. Butterfly, self-explanatory. Everybody has it. Very basic. This then, I don't know. I can remember going in and being like, I just want flowers on this side of my arm.
So many women want flowers on their arm, bro.
Like just this side. I don't know. I regret them all. I hate them all. I should have listened to my mother, and I want to get them lasered off, and it's going to be sore and it's going to be expensive. So if your brain isn't developed yet, think about getting a tattoo.
I should have listened to my mother is the best advice you'll get from this one.
Why do you think tattoos are a red flag?
Any woman that is obsessed with drawing all over her body, there's something wrong with her. I've never met a woman that's heavily tattooed that didn't have something wrong with her. Men tattoos are totally different. It's a masculine trait, right? Like throughout history, men have tattooed themselves. It's a tribal sort of experience. For some, it's a rite of passage. For some, it has a lot to do with culture and what they believe in. But tattooing the female body hasn't been as common as it is in modern times. It's not that uncommon to see a beautiful woman covered in tattoos, and it's, to me, that's the same thing as putting bumper stickers all over a Lamborghini. Men, in my experience, want debt-free, tattoo-free. When a woman's tatted up, it shows that she's done something with her past that isn't that particularly favorable. It's like this guy, because realistically, it's mostly guys, doing the tattoo work on their bodies. And I know several tattoo artists, and the vast majority of them have intimate experiences with these women too at the same time.
Men like...
Bro, I will say this. Tattoo artists use that leverage to buck these women all the time. When I was in Austin, I knew a couple guys that I was like, you ever banged any clients? They're like, bro, a lot. Because you can offer them discounts, be like, hey, I'll give you a discount this, I'll do this for you. Bro, bucking some of your clients when you're a tattoo artist. That's one industry to be in. If you want to start bucking a bunch of women that are promiscuous, be a tattoo artist, bro.
I've never in my life, as a heavily tattooed woman.
What is that? It looks so bad, and your face and your neck don't even match.
I've never experienced tattoo shock, and it is happening to me in real time. I've wanted these tattoos for like over 2 years, and I was like, let's get it, let's do it. And immediately after receiving them, they're perfect, they're amazing. I was really happy with them, but I googled laser tattoo removal. Anyone else experience this, or am I just having an identity crisis? Like, girl, the damage was already done before we got our knuckles tattooed. It was already done. We already had job stoppers. But why am I freaking out like this? It's like sent me into a depression spiral.
She got both the...
I mean, your whole chest blasted like that. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's not a good look, brother. It's not a good look. What is this? Oh, I think this one's satire.
Thousands to undo.
I regret my tattoo, but not this one, because this is actually not a real tattoo. And the reason why I tricked the whole internet is that I have a message to young people and all of the people who wants to get covered in tattoos. I want everyone to know that I regret my tattoos, and you might regret yours when you get older.
It just makes you look so trashy. It just makes you look so... when you're a woman, in my opinion. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. How much is laser tattoo removal? Let's just look. Total project $750 to $500 or $5,000 for full removal. Large notebook size, $400 to $600 per session. Jesus. Let's see here. Okay, how much does this stuff actually cost? Let's dig off into the lore here, I guess. Extra small, quarter sized or smaller, $75. Extra large, notebook or larger, $275 or more. Ink color, skin tone, tattoo location. How to save on tattoo removal. Why people express med spa, licensed and certified staff. Large tattoos, $2,500 to $4,000. Golly, bro, if it took me $4,000 to get all my tattoos off, I would pay more to remove them than I got to even pay for. I think I paid maybe $1,000 at the most, maybe $1,500 to get my entire arm. The reason it was so cheap is because it's all American traditional, and my guy that I got him from, shout out to my boy Steven Noska at South Congress Tattoo. I think that's the name of the shop in Austin. Does amazing work. One of the best when it comes to American traditional. Is extremely good. But I maybe paid $1,000. Maybe. Real men.
Here's the thing about real men.
Okay, all right. I love it when a real woman tells me about real men.
Here's the thing about real men. Real men...
Don't lecture me how to be a man when you bend over and show the world your cleavage in almost all your videos. As a married mother of 3, just because your simp, spineless husband allows you to pimp yourself out online for sexual attention from random men doesn't mean that's the example of a real man. A real man would not allow you to be posting your tits for the entire world to see online. Okay, sweetheart, maybe you should get off the internet and go spend some more time with your kids.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
Remember, she's probably retarded. It's not her fault.
Oh. What? Chad, are we back saying that? Are we back saying the R word? This is okay. This is for the boys only. I don't know if you ladies will understand this, but bruh, anybody that can do this, you have skin made of iron.
No water, straight razor and skin.
I would have been split open like the roast beef on the slicer at Publix.
And he going to work on it.
He's going raw on the face. Looks like he already sliced his stash up though.
But that's good. He's still sliding. No water. No water, bro. Straight skin and razor.
Bro, there's no way I could ever do that. There's no way I could ever do that. Here's one. Here's a good little tattoo one right here. Here we go. Ugh, God, this one's bad. This one's really bad, chat. Okay. God. Face tatted, chest full, flowers everywhere. God, with the fake teeth too. What did you do? Smoke your teeth out? Good Lord. $200,000 bare minimum to date a 32-year-old tatted sex worker. $150,000 for Dallas, Texas. Whatever podcast. Here we go. Let's get into it.
Minimum yearly income to be your future husband.
Thanks.
90,000.
200.
Jesus, for you? Miss Milk with the ugly tats? $200,000? I know she working overtime at the Lululemon.
200,000, okay.
Yeah. I said 125,000.
Jesus.
Because I did.
She just looks like she smells.
Did the math.
I said 150 based on where I live.
Wait, aren't you? You're from Texas?
Dallas.
You need 150K in Dallas?
Okay,
yes.
Come
It's a certain.
200,000.
You'd be good with 90K in Dallas.
And
no goods, no masters.
125K, 150K. I think you guys are being a little unreasonable.
$200,000 hard for a man to make?
Yep.
Extremely hard.
That's like, I think top 2% of men make that much. Are you a top 2% woman?
Well, here's the deal. That's how much I'm making off of my shit. So if he can supply me with a life that's better than the one...
I love it. I love it. It's always if he can make as much as me or make even more. This is why I say modern women are not true romantics, man. Men are the only ones that are true romantics. These women are shallow. If he can make more than me, like she looks high right now. You sell your body online. What are you talking about if he can make more than you? You sell your puckered starfish for $4.99 a month.
And that I'm supplying myself, then I will submit.
50K, but you get to keep working. Do you do it?
50K, but I get to keep working. I did that.
And you don't want it?
I did that and I didn't like it. Because
200K?
Yeah. That's the
No guy that's making 200 grand is going for you.
minimum.
the
He should be
bare
making
minimum-
more than that.
I love it.
Bare minimum 200K?
200K. I love it. Legit, the delusion is strong with this one, mate. What percentage of men in America make 200K annually? Let's see here. What does ChatGPT say? Only a small percentage of all individual workers earn at least $200,000 per year. Based on recent income distribution estimates, around 3.6% of all workers make 200 grand. Men specifically. A gender income analysis shows that about 75% of individuals earning 200 plus K are men. So since roughly 3.6 of single men earn 200K, man oh man, roughly 3 to 5% of men in the US make at least 200 grand a year. So you're telling me you want one of those guys, huh? And then he's got to be 6 foot. He's got to make 200K. He's got to have a long schlong. He's got to be able to retire you. So really you're saying he's got to make 400K because he's got to make 200 for himself and then 200 for you, because the last thing you're going to do is deflate your lifestyle. Bro, come on. Any of you guys going to pay 200K to date that? Chad, who's paying 200K for this right here? Who's paying 200K for that, huh? I mean, is it worth it? Chat, put a 2 in the chat if this is worth it. Put a 1 in the chat if it's not worth it. No goods, no masters. She got a dog collar on her neck. Pale as milk. With tattoos all over her, and she's a sex worker. Oh my God. The delusion is strong with this one, Chad. Ain't that right, Lokes? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.